这个是给大家尝的可以。
好的，好的，我给他拿。
Pork jerky. Wow. It almost tastes like Chinese ribs. I'll have another one. This is like delicious. Hey, what's up guys? David Hoffman here from Davidsbeenhere in the famous water town of Tongli, China. This water town is located about a 1-hour drive south from Suzhou, and the reason why it's so famous is because 70% of the buildings here date back over 200 years. It's made up of 17 canals, there's 45 stone bridges, there's a meditation garden, and right when you get here you enter the new town, you get to a gate, there you have to pay a ticket, like an entry fee. It's 100 yen per person. Then after that, you get here to this bridge and we're in the town. Right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go look for some delicious food. I can't wait, I wanna eat some Chinese breakfast. I really need to fill up on some good food. There's so many delicious snacks around here. I'm sure we're gonna probably eat some like dumplings, some noodles.
Dumplings, noodles.
Okay, and cakes.
And cakes.
Well, I'm excited. Let's go explore the town. Let's go.
And local speciality.
Yeah?
And pigs.
So pig feet. Pig's feet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at this pig feet.
Cooked with the soy sauce.
It's not just pig feet, it's pig feet, pig legs, and we got duck heads, and we have some eggs. The duck heads are like the most exotic thing I see here, because everything else I've seen, but duck heads like that, with that like sauce. I don't even know how you eat the duck head. How do you eat it? Just like suck it?
Yeah, simply you just eat it.
Is it?
Yeah. It's cooked.
It's cooked.
It's prepared. It's cooked.
No, I know it's cooked, but it looks a little exotic for me. I would just like take the cheeks out, the eyeballs out, the tongue. Let's go eat breakfast. Also, we're entering one of the main streets here. As you can see, the gate, very historical. This street is packed. Just past the gate, and it's just like so many people. Lots of little restaurants, souvenir shops, and here to the left, I think we're gonna have breakfast here. Looks so delicious. They got buns, they have cakes, they have bread. Wow, everything is so good. So good.
I think this is a special, more special than that one.
Yeah, this one for sure.
Here.
I want one of these for sure.
One sure.
What else? Vegetable bun? Okay, let's get one vegetable bun.
Yeah.
One of these. One of these.
And maybe that one stuffed with meat. Minced meat.
Okay.
Yeah, full.
Let's try them all. I'm gonna try 5. I'm gonna try 5 different things here. They all look amazing.
Oh.
Breakfast is served. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things. So right here we have preserved vegetables. Then we have xiaolongbao with minced pork, right? So the soup dumpling. We have dumplings. We have a few different dumplings made of sticky rice. One's with herbs. One has young wheat juice. The other one has preserved veg. And then we have a veggie bun. First of all, try the vegetables. Looks super yummy. This is like a water vegetable. It's like a mix between like spinach, like cabbage. Very crunchy, very moist. Really refreshing. I love the vegetables here in China. So good. That's one thing about all these waterways, like all the towns or cities in the waterways. That's some of the best vegetables ever. I might have to get another one of those. Soup dumplings. There's something really big out here in this area, you know, Shanghai, Suzhou. They're like small dumplings, right? And then the inside is full of soup. This one has minced pork, so minced pork and a soup. The way you do xiaolongbao like this. One little hole. Got a little bit of that pork in there. So good. And here, a good thing is they only give me 4. Usually they give you like 6 or 8, which is a lot, especially if you're eating a lot of other foods, right? So go in, get another one, break it open. Nice pork, soup still dripping a little bit. For this one, I'm just gonna put some of the hot sauce. Oh, red. That's hot. Super hot. They're so incredibly juicy, light dough. Like the dumpling itself is very thin and light, but the inside is so full of pork. Oh, and you never want to pop a hole in it, because if you pop a hole in it like I just did, you gotta suck it from wherever that hole is. That's a lot of soup. It's really red. Get some of that spice. I'm all about spice, even in the morning. Again, just gotta go in here. Little tiny hole. So as much as you want. And then bite. It's like clogged in there. For the next 4 things, I have to use my hands. So I always have hand sanitizer. Always, right? You have to always do this because if not, you can get germs, you know, you can get sick. It's a lot easier. Let that dry off. And then what do I want to start with? I'm gonna start with the veg bun. So big. The veg bun, as you can see, it's a very, very big bun. The inside's filled with veg. I don't know what veg, but I'm sure it's like a water vegetable that they've like pureed in a way. Very dense bun. Lots of layers. And then inside we have the vegetable. Tastes very similar to the other vegetable I had earlier, but inside the bun. Same exact one. Come on. Ooh, a lot. It's like a very thick sauce, full with chili flakes. But it's good. I like it. If you like spice, you'll like it too. It's really good, but it's really, really filling. I'm gonna separate this for a sec. Go with the next one. And all these are like sticky rices with different things. So here we have one of the sticky rice snacks. We have 3 different ones. This one has preserved veg. So the same veg that I had in the last 2 things is inside here. It's good. Looks really greasy. It feels really greasy. Almost like oily and buttery. Super sticky rice in the middle, like extremely sticky. It almost feels like a mochi. Then you have the veg, and on top it's a little burnt. It's a little crispy, almost like a pot sticker. Oh. I like it, but they're really, really like hard to get through. Like chewy, chewy, chewy. I'm gonna try everything with a little bit of hot sauce. When I bit into it, the heat hit me. And then the sticky rice just like absorbed it. Oh. The next one I'm gonna open is sticky rice with herbs. It's the most unique one. It's the one I had never seen before. This one tastes almost like a dessert, like a straight up mochi, and it's like getting stuck to my fingers. Dessert. And the last one is sticky rice that has young wheat juice. That's why it's so green. Look at that. It's like another little ball. This one looks like a mochi. Here we go. Biggest difference here is that inside has red bean paste. This one has a lot. They really like overdid it. It's pretty good. The thing with all these different snacks is they're all really filling. I'll have some more of this one. So as you can see, the restaurant is very small. It's super local. It's pretty amazing. There's like 10 tables. I went to the back. I saw how they made the dumplings. They're like mixing the minced pork. She like folds them, closes them up, puts them onto the basket, the wood bamboo basket, and then she's gonna steam that. This breakfast cost me 21. So 1, 20, bam. Yeah. All right, that was fantastic. I'm very full. Now I'm ready to explore the town. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
And the next is the Garden of Meditation. And the pearl of this museum.
You can see it's really early. It's 9 in the morning. This place is bustling. So many people. This main avenue, this where you enter, like the stone bridge is right here where you enter, right? And this is the main avenue, and it's made up of like shops, a lot of pork, a lot of just never-ending duck head. So many. Wow, this is like, it's so different. And these are all Chinese tourists, right? From all different parts of China. Looks like it. What my guide Peter's telling me is that Tongli is famous for having a lot of scholars. And this shop in particular is called the Scholars Shop. Pork jerky. Wow. It almost tastes like Chinese ribs. I'll have another one. This is like delicious. Very fine piece, it's very dense. I love the sauce. The sauce is marinating in. Oh, China. That's beef in this one?
Beef too.
Yeah? Can I try one of these, or that's not for try? Tiny piece, tiny piece. Now I'm gonna try a beef one. That's way better. The beef one's outstanding. I'll tell you though, that's probably the best pork jerky I've ever had. Just the sauce. The sauce is so good. It's like this red glazy sauce, almost like honey.
Very sweet.
Very sweet, very sweet. That's the best part. And right after we pass the main street, now we're like in a square. Just it looks really traditional, you know. That's what I'm feeling here. A lot of tradition, like very authentic, you know, the buildings.
At this square, there is a platform, a traditional platform for the local opera, Kun opera. And on those grand festivals, and the local Kun opera is often held or played here, and to attract more visitors.
We just entered the meditation garden. The way to enter is you have to have your ticket. This is the ticket that you purchase when you enter the town. Do not lose it because then you won't be able to enter this incredible site. The furniture here in the tea hall is made of mahogany wood, and the most unique part about it is in the center they have marble. And this is probably worth what? $1 million. It's priceless. I mean, it's 200-year-old furniture that is like in perfect condition. And yeah, I mean, this room is massive. I mean, super high ceilings, incredible chandeliers, and over here to the left and the right, there's more furniture, and there's some paintings and some calligraphy right here.
Here is the main hall, much more magnificent and spacious than the previous two ones.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference here is that it's a lot wider and there's a lot more furniture, as you can see, a lot more furniture. It's like in the center we have, you know, the main table, 2 seats, then we have side tables, 2 side tables and 4 more seats, and on the very ends there's like some seating area with tiny, like very small seats. These look like they're for kids. These look like for kids. Servants.
For less important persons.
Less important people here. The more people get in a circle, like the round table.
Yeah. After the reception, here is next is the living quarter.
Wow.
And between there is a narrow corridor and a separation and from 2 parts. And this is a very special and traditional gateway, and fixed with the bricks on the wooden panel, and as a precaution against the fire.
This is one of the reasons why this place is UNESCO, because of this. This is original, and as you were saying, so the main thing is that it's brick, then it's wood. So if there was a fire, the fire would stay out and not burn down the whole house.
And look at the ground, and it is paved with the small pebbles in the pattern of those flowers and whatever, and it looks quite beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's very beautiful. As you can see, patterns of these beautiful flowers. Over here, it's like little triangles. And then in the middle, we have this little tree. Is it a bonsai tree? No.
Bonsai tree.
Bonsai tree. I know the bonsai tree from the Karate Kid.
Okay. And the owners of the garden and they used it to keep so many and the bonsais and his own garden.
This area, so it's 2 levels. And the way they did the balconies, you can see it's like this design where the air flows through. The same thing right here. And these beams, what are these beams made out of?
And the beams are made of wood. Made of wood.
Okay. Made of wood.
Yeah, made of wood.
Yeah, I mean, this whole place is made of wood. So they definitely need that door in case there's a fire, because they don't want to lose their lives.
In the older times, all the furnitures and the architectures and were made of wood. So that's why one very important thing and was to be against fire.
China has a lot of mass tourism within China now, as you can see. Everybody here is a Chinese tourist that's traveling around China. I mean, this is something very, very new, as he was telling me. Like in the past, like 20 years now, that there's a lot of transportation, everybody's communicating, you know, bullet trains, flights, just crazy amount of tourists. One of the most important features of the garden are the windows. As you can see, each window is, you know, made into these different shapes, and they're all completely different. Not one window is alike. We've entered another section of the garden, and this one is also residential, but this is where the guests stay. So this is where the guests stayed up there. That's their bedrooms. And then in the middle we have a beautiful little garden, and you know, there's some trees here. And that behind me is something called the land boat, and that's where people would perform. And the reason they put this into the terrace is because it would represent the water. That's a moon gate. Moon gate, always. The circle is a moon gate. And we're going through the garden now. Wow. The water right here is pretty cool, and we have a lot of rocks. You're walking through like a tiny corridor. It's a little hard with all these tourists, but yeah, this is how it is. And this is like right outside of the residential area. And wow, so beautiful. I love these gardens here in China. They're just like mystique. As you saw, that was the pond. And the main thing in the pond is that they have this like, you know, the big boat in the middle. And usually that's where people would perform as well. And then people, like the people who own the house, would be along the pond and they would just watch and hear the performance. And then this is like a lot of rocks.
In the summertime, when the weather is very hot and under the rockeries, and this is a wonderful place for the owners to play chess with each other.
So the table has a big stone and it stays really cool, especially during the summer months. Chinese architecture 200 years ago during imperial times is gorgeous. Very, very like brown. Imperial China was amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Like what they did during that time is just like
Everything
incredible.
is new to it.
Yeah. And the gardens here. Wow, look at this. This is too many people here. They're always in my shot here.
And the feature of this garden is that all of the rockeries and the trees, plants, and architectures are designed and planted so close to the surface of water. So it seems that everything here is floating on the surface of water. And this is a feature, Taihu Lake rockeries.
Super smooth, like it's ridiculously smooth. So they cut it from the mountain, they leave it in the water, and then it becomes smooth because, you know, the water just passes by it forever, making it smooth. He told me if I touch the stone, I'll live longer. Well, I'm gonna like touch it with my whole body then. If I was living back then, I would come in here, I'd stay here. I'm not leaving this garden. All right, let's go explore more of the town. We need to see some bridges and we need to go on a boat ride.
Yeah, go to the center of the town.
Let's go. Too crowded here. Don't come when there's this many tourists, but you can't really control it. You know, I mean, the only thing is it is Sunday, so it's probably the worst day to come. If you come during the weekdays, it should be fine. Yeah, just way too many people. That was awesome. That was amazing. I've never seen Chinese opera, and this is held only on Sundays, right?
You are very lucky today. You enjoy part of the opera here.
That's really amazing. I mean, I have never seen a Chinese opera. Oh, they're selling some nice cakes right there, and now we're about to cross one of the bridges and see the water. Okay, and all the boats are here, so we can just hire a boat, right? What does it cost to hire a boat? 100?
Around 100.
100? Okay, it's fine. All right, so we're going on the boat. It costs 90 for one boat, fits 6 people, and it takes 25 minutes. Let's do it. Let's go.
这边也可以买票啊。
谢谢. Yes.
导游一个客人。
This is awesome. This is my favorite thing ever. Let's do it. Yes, thank you. 谢谢. Going private. There's no other way to do it actually. You can't pay per person, so you have to do it like this. Gotta put on a life jacket, always. Okay. All right, life jacket on. You good?
Here is the center of the town of Tongli. And in front of us, and we will see 3 ancient stone bridges. And according to the local custom, and the people would like to go across these 3 ancient stone bridges at grand ceremonies, like birthday, like we say wedding, and so it is really very crowded and at that time.
This is the best way to experience Tongli. Riding through the canals, seeing local life, seeing all the restaurants. You can see these are like people's houses, like small restaurants on the water. Everybody's on the bridges taking photos, but we're out here relaxing, enjoying it, and we're in a super long line of boats. Because this is what everybody's doing when they come here. They come, they go on the boat ride, they see it. It's 25 minutes, it's very short, but it really gives you like an insight into the life of the people here and what this place was. Imagine 300-400 years ago, this is just waterways and people on, you know, floating here and then selling their produce. And basically that's it. Such a beautiful town. It really feels like I'm stepping back in time right now. That's what it feels like. Like it really just went from Shanghai, you know, super like advanced 20th century, back to like 16th, 17th century.
These canals used to be and for the housework and doing washing and everything. And now this canal is just for tourism.
It's covered with these beautiful trees, and then alongside the whole thing, all it is restaurants and restaurants and restaurants.
And this is actually, we say, erected only during the past several years for the tourism.
Yeah. No, obviously this isn't original. The real one was the other one we went on, and we're basically going on a big loop, right? We're about to go through this bridge, beautiful stone bridge, and then we're gonna see the fisherman with his cormorant. So he uses the cormorants to go get the fish. They come back out, he takes it out of their mouth, and that's his fish. You know, Peter, when I think of China, this is what I feel. This is what I want to see. You know, like going to Shanghai, it's amazing to see, you know, the progress of China, the new China.
Yeah.
But going to these places,
Modern China.
yeah, that's modern. This is like traditional, real China.
Real China.
My wife's grandparents came to China 1980.
1980.
They said that Shanghai was like this.
Really?
Like this. Not perfectly like this, but you know, no buildings, very like old school traditional. And I think we're coming to an end, guys. That's it. That is our boat ride. It's been a super fun adventure here. I mean, just so pretty and peaceful. I mean, if there was no one here, if it was like just empty, no tourists, I can relax here and go to sleep. Instagram. Just great. 谢谢. Let's keep exploring the town. There's a few things we gotta see, and most of them are bridges. I mean, there's 45 bridges. We gotta see like at least 2 or 3 more, right? Maybe. So they don't let us try the alcohol. I have to buy some. I'm good right now. I don't need any alcohol. You got some other stuff here. You got like mangoes, lots of mangoes, tangerines. This town is so packed right now. I can't even believe how many people are here. It's just like a sea of people, never ending. It just doesn't stop.
The local residents are limited. All of them are tourists.
Yeah, tourists. And I love the streets. It's like these huge blocks. And all this is original? All this?
The original.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One of the characteristics of like Imperial China back then is that everybody would build like 1-story homes. And the reason for that is because it was done by wood, and they were usually like one slab. Like nothing was with screws and bolts. It was just big pieces of wood. Wow, this is really nice right here. And yeah, we're walking through the old town now. We're just gonna look for some bridges. And yeah, I mean, the way it's structured is that the footpath is along the water, and then you have all the commercial to the right. And then you have all these bridges, 45 bridges. Whew, just running through here, like zigzagging my way like an ant through all this traffic.
The restaurants are alongside on me.
How old?
About 10 years.
10 years, that's it?
About 10 years, alongside the restaurants are erected and to satisfy the needs of the tourists and for lunches, for meals. But all of the food and provided here are from the local and the lakes, and like white fish and shrimps, and sometimes and the local food and from the fields and water vegetables as well.
And this is the third bridge of the center.
Sure.
This one's not that pretty though. This one's like okay. The other ones are like more
and arched one.
Yeah, the
different shapes. Just like we mentioned, different shapes of bridges and from the different ages in the history.
Okay, yeah, this one's more like almost like just a rectangle in a way. You know, like very straight. The other ones are more like a big circle.
Arched, we call it arched.
The other two are like arch-shaped bridges, and this one's more like a straight bridge.
And but to the left side, you can find a very narrow lane. It is very unique. We call the Longtang in Chinese.
Longtang.
In different cities in China, we have different terms. In Beijing, we call the Li Long.
Our 3-hour tour of Tongli is over. This is an incredible water town, only an hour drive south of Suzhou. We started off by having a delicious breakfast, a lot of sticky rice snacks. Then we saw the meditation garden, incredible garden, really beautiful, really shows you the wealth this place had 200 years ago. After that, we went on a boat ride, something you have to do when you come here. And then we saw the 3 ancient stone bridges. Really amazing spot. This is something you guys have to do when you come to China. It's like you go to Shanghai and you see how much China has evolved, but you come here and you step back in time to see what China was like 200-300 years ago during imperial reigns. Sorry, I'm out of breath right now. But guys, if you love this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and subscribe to my channel for more awesome travel content. I'll see you in the next travel food adventure in China. Peace.